Hey, Mercy Kids. It is so good to see you. It is Ash Wednesday. It's a weird name for a holiday, right? Ash Wednesday. You know what ashes are? That, like, you burn a fire and all the wood kind of burns up, and down at the bottom there's this dirty, messy stuff called ashes, right? And the church has a holiday where we talk about Ash Wednesday, and that's today. And so I'm going to tell you the story of Ash Wednesday. What are we doing talking about ashes? And to tell you that story, I got to tell you a different story first. Okay, I got to tell you about how God meant for things to be. Okay, when God was dreaming up the world, dreaming you and me up, well, what did God want? Okay, and then we will see in the story, well, it doesn't always work that way, right? It doesn't always work. The dream doesn't happen perfectly. And Ash Wednesday is a day that helps us know what to do when things get messed up, okay? When things don't work out perfectly. All right, let's watch, and we'll talk more as we go. I'm going to read a book called God's Dream. This is by Archbishop Desmond Tutu. It says, "Dear child of God, what do you dream about? In your loveliest dreams, do you dream about flying high or about rainbows that reach across the sky?" Looks like a good map. "Do you dream about being free to do whatever your heart desires, or about being treated like a full person, no matter how young you might be?" That feels good, doesn't it? To be treated like a full person. Well, do you know what God dreams about? If you close your eyes and you look with your heart, you could try it. I'm sure that you will find out. I'm curious. God dreams about people sharing. Look, they're letting him in. God dreams about people caring. Look, taking care of each other, taking care of the cat. God dreams that we will reach out, hold one another's hand, play one another's games, though it does not feel good when people play your games with you, laugh with one another's hearts. But God doesn't force us to be friends or to love one another. Did you know that? Right? I know what it feels like, right? There are people that I have chosen not to be friends with and not to love. It happens. Dear child of God, it does happen that we get angry and then we hurt one another. Okay, and the hurting one another part, that's the problem. And then soon we start to feel sad and very alone. Have you ever done that? Have you ever hurt somebody's feelings? Ooh, I know I have, and I do. I feel alone afterwards. I feel like, oh, now they're far away from me. Right? I put something in between us. Well, sometimes we cry. And when we do, God cries with us. But then, okay, now we're getting to what Ash Wednesday is about. We say we're sorry. And we forgive one another. And we wipe away our tears, and this wipes away God's tears too. Okay, this idea of look at, right? They were far away. They were alone because of the hurt in between them. And the saying I'm sorry brought them close again. It's very sticky. Each one of us carries a piece of God's heart within us. And when we love one another, when we say we're sorry, we forgive one another, the pieces of God's heart are made whole. See, God dreams that every one of us will see that we are brothers and sisters. Yeah, even you and me. Even if we have different mommies and daddies or live in different lands, even if we speak different languages or have different ways of talking to God, even if we have different eyes or different skin. Even if you're taller and I'm smaller, even if your nose is little and mine is large. Dear child of God, do you know how to make God's dream come true? It's really quite easy. What do you think? It's as easy as sharing and loving and caring, as easy as holding and playing and laughing, as easy as knowing we are family because we are all God's children. Will you help God's dream come true? What do you think? Let me tell you a secret. God smiles like a rainbow when you do. Right? Everybody kind of joining together. Right? And this is the idea that when we forgive, when we say we're sorry, it's like we're fixing the thing that was broken between us, right? When I hurt you and I don't say anything or do anything about it, I start to feel and think things about myself, things like shame. I think, ugh, I did a bad thing. I must be a bad person. And I'm sorry pushes back against that. It says, wait. God made you to be good. You've made a mistake, and now when you say sorry, you can repair what's broken, right? And this is the idea of Ash Wednesday. Ashes break things down, right? Ashes are what happens when things get broken and broken down. And so Jesus says, hey, guess what? I'm really good at that. I'm really good at taking broken things and fixing them. And so when Jesus died on the cross, that's exactly what he did. His body was broken because of pain and hurt and sadness. And then it was like we were far away because of the pain and sadness. And when we say, I'm sorry, we get good at the practice of doing it. It's like we're saying, yeah, that's right. Jesus always forgives. Jesus wants to be close to me again. And so I say I'm sorry to practice and push back on shame and say, oh yeah, Jesus said he'll forgive me. Jesus said I can make it right. Jesus said we can be whole together. Okay, so this week, I want you to practice that. Practice saying I'm sorry. Because remember in the book it said that our sin, the things we do that hurt other people, it hurts God too. And so when we say I'm sorry to God, he forgives. God always forgives. God is always gentle. God is always glad to get back close to us, to fix the gap between us, to repair. Okay, so if God can do it with us, we can do it with other people. I'm going to pray that. All right, want to hold your hands out? God, help us. Help us to be repairers. Help us to remember that you fix broken things. And when we say, I'm sorry, we're asking, right? We're asking for help. We say, I'm sorry to you, God, for the things we do that hurt other people, that hurt your heart. Help us to say, I'm sorry to other people, to repair those things too. Amen. All right, you guys, if you want, you can find something in your house. Get permission. You can put a mark on your forehead that says, yeah, that's right. Jesus is with me. Jesus forgives me. I can say I'm sorry instead of hurting other people and keep hurting them, or instead of shame. It's a sign. It's just a reminder. Or you can put it on your hand if you want. Try it out. All right? It's good to see you. If you have questions about Ash Wednesday, let me know. We can talk more about it. I will hopefully see you on Sunday for some new Beatitudes. Okay, guys? Bye.